Hey guys, I'm Kat. Welcome back to this 6 weeks of Pilates 2 times a week challenge. We are on day 6, and if you've made it this far, then well done. So in this video, we're going to be working on stretching the upper back, but also strengthening, because it's important to not only stretch, but also strengthen the back as well. So if you're looking for a video that to stretch and strengthen other parts of the core, which includes the front, the obliques and glutes, then I'm going to link a video up here in the description and in the comments below as well. So if you're ready, then let's get those joints nice and juicy. So we're going to start by mobilizing the shoulders and our upper back. We're just going to do a few stretches. So we're going to start by kneeling. We'll show you from the side. So place your hands in front of you, shoulder width apart. Your spine is nice and long, so you lengthen out through the crown of the head and tailbone in opposition. Draw your core in so your spine is supported. Take a deep breath in and exhale all the air out. Good. On your next exhale, we're going to push that floor away. Spread the shoulder blades apart. Inhale here. Exhale, you're going to bring it back to center and pinch your shoulder blades together as you exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, push that floor away. And then come back. Pinch them together. And back. So make sure that you're moving from the shoulder up and down rather than flexing your spine or with your forehead going up and down. Think about leading with the chest here. So this helps just to mobilize the shoulder, but also just warm up this whole area to stretch out the upper back as well. Last one. Good. If you can either keep your hands here or you can place it on your hands. Inhale here. As you exhale, let's tilt the pivot bone towards your belly button and flex your whole spine. So you're going to round the whole back. Inhale here. Exhale, let's come back into the natural spine curve. And again, exhale. Tilt the pivot bone towards your belly button, round the whole back. And exhale, let's come back. We got 2 more. And back. This is just really nice to move the whole spine and back. On the next one, let's tilt the pivot bone towards our belly button and round that lower back. And exhale, come back into the natural spine curve. And again, inhale, tilt the pivot bone towards your belly button. Exhale, round that lower back and come back. And again. So this just lengthens out the lower back. So this just mobilizes the pelvis and also lengthens that lower back. Notice that you're only trying to isolate from the lower back to our tailbone rather than flexing the whole spine, which is what we just did before. So you're essentially isolating it to give it a little bit more control. Continue lengthening the back. Last one. Good. On your next one, let's come back. We're going to tilt the pivot bone towards the belly button. Exhale, round that lower back. And then your mid back, upper back, head last. Look in between your thigh. Inhale here. Exhale, let's untuck from the tailbone first and roll through your spine, bone by bone, coming up to a natural spine curve. Head last. Inhale here. Exhale, tilt the pivot bone towards your belly button. Exhale, round that lower back, middle back, upper back, head last. You're going to be looking in between your thigh. Inhale here. Exhale, untuck from the tailbone first. Lower back, middle back, upper back, head last. Lengthen the back of the neck. Inhale here. Tilt the pivot bone. Exhale, round that spine, bone by bone. And notice whether or not you might find that you have one side stronger than the other, and try and slow down this movement a little bit to make sure that you're controlling equally on both sides. We got 1 more. Try and create lots of space between each vertebrae Exhale, let's come back into the natural spine curve. Head last, lengthen the back of the neck. Good. So after stretching, we're going to strengthen our back as well. So let's come into a 4-point kneeling position. So your wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips here. Spread the fingertips and see if you can touch the back of your knuckles onto the floor. You're going to push that floor away, but you're not going to go into a protraction of the shoulder. You're just going to be in the natural spine curve. So in the center. Your spine is nice and long. Lengthen out through crown of head in this direction and tailbone in that direction in opposition. Draw the core in so that your spine is supported here. And take a deep breath in. Lovely. On your next exhale, making sure that you're pushing that floor away, you're stabilizing through the hand, but also through the lats and back as well. Extend your right leg back out and come back in. Over to the other side. Lovely. Continue lengthening the spine in opposition. And try and keep your hip bones nice and level to the floor beneath you. And lengthen the back of the neck so you're not cranking your head like this or your head like this. It's nice and long in line with the spine. We got 2 more on each side. So avoid trying rocking from side to side. Lovely. On your next one, extend our legs out. And when you're ready, you're going to flex a foot and lift it up to hip height. And come back down. Bring it back underneath your hips. Over to the other side. Flex the feet and bring it back up. And down. And over to the other side. So the reason why I'm alternating rather than sticking to one side, because it really forces you to stabilize rather than just holding one position and just lifting the leg up and down. You really have to work on a little bit of your stability and alternate side to side. Last one on each side. Over to the other side. Good. Place your legs underneath your hips here. Make sure that your core is tight. Pushing that floor away so you stabilize and your lats are stabilized here. Just imagine that you're trying to hold a 50-pound note between your armpit, and that would help to engage this area. So once you feel ready, inhale here, pushing that floor away. Exhale, let's extend our left arm out. Make sure to stabilize with a supporting arm so your shoulder doesn't dip. Push that floor away. So imagine that you're holding that pound note between your armpit and back. We've got 1 more on each side. Lovely. On your next one, extend opposite arm and opposite leg. So inhale here, push that floor away. Exhale to extend. Right leg out, left arm up. And if you feel comfortable, you can lift your leg up. Make sure your lower back doesn't arch. So draw the core in to support that spine and come back down. Underneath the hip and over to the other side. So sometimes, if you do this quite a lot, you might find it a little bit easy, but try and slow it down and notice the minute little imbalances in your body here. So you might find that you might be tilting to one side more than the other. You might have one side more open than the other, so you can lift higher than the other. It really depends on the person, but it's up to you to notice these little things rather than have someone tell you these little things. This is working on your core stability, but also strengthens the back as well. Last one on each side. Good. This side. And back. Perfect. Sink your hips towards your heels and walk your hands along the mat. So if you just want to flex your spine, let's do that a couple times. Lovely. So we're going to add a little bit of rotation now. So place your hand, palms facing the ceiling, behind your lower back. Your spine is nice and long. Lengthening out through crown the head and tailbone in opposition. Keep your shoulders nice and square to the front, and so with your hip bones as well. Inhale here. As you exhale, you're lengthening the spine in that direction. As you rotate, open your chest to your left-hand side. Inhale here. Exhale, let's come back to the center, and again. Exhale, lengthen up through the spine and open up. And back. We got one more. Exhale, open up. We're gonna hold it out here for an extra breath. Try and relax the shoulder. Inhale here. And exhale, slowly release. Lovely. Bring your arm underneath your shoulder here, over to the other side. Exhale, let's open up. Lengthen that spine. Create that space. Try and keep your hip bones onto your heels. Equally on both sides. We got one more. We're gonna hold it out here for an extra breath. Inhale here. And exhale, let's come back. Lower the arm down. So let's bend at the elbow. Inhale here. You're gonna open up your elbows nice and wide. From there, you're gonna keep that height in the elbow here. Extend your arms out. So your arms are going to be in a Y-shaped position. Thumbs facing the ceiling. This time, turn the palm up towards the ceiling, keeping the elbow this high. Bring it all the way down, sweep it down towards your hips here. When you get to the end position, bend at the elbow, palms facing the ceiling. Try not to touch your lower back here. And then come back. Turn the palm down, bring it back to center. Bend at the elbow. And again. So try and go as high as you can and as wide as you can in your joint. Hold it as high as possible so you strengthen your end range of motion. And that way you become a little bit more mobile or flexible. Try and keep your shoulder blade down your back. We got one more. We're gonna hold it out here for an extra breath. Inhale here. Exhale. Bring it back, lower the arm down, over to the other side, bend the elbow, shoulder down, exhale, turn the palm out, thumbs facing the ceiling. Now sweep it down towards your hips, keep the elbow nice and high, try not to touch the lower back, and bring it back to center. We got another 3. Keep your elbow nice and high. Last one. Hold it out here for an extra breath. Bring it back. Lovely. Shake the shoulders out. If you want to come out like this, shake it out. Place your hands like this in front of your knees. Inhale here. And exhale. Try and relax the shoulder. Good. On your next one, let's tilt the pivot bone towards your belly button. Exhale, slowly stack that lower back, middle back, upper back, head last, roll your shoulders back. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below if you have any suggestions or requests or anything that you want to work on. And if you want to join me in the next video, then subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell as well, and I'll see you in the next video.